This is insane, but it's 100% real. What if the rifles and pistols in your safe right now could be the difference between freedom and occupation? In the next 3 minutes, we'll count down the 8 firearms that actually matter in a hypothetical invasion. These aren't internet hot takes. These are battlefield-tested choices. Number 1 will blow up everything you think you know, and 3 of these have been banned or restricted in multiple states. Which of these do you own? Drop it in the comments. Let's see who's prepared. Number 8. Glock 17 and 19, the universal standard. At number 8, we have America's most trusted sidearm. And here's why that matters more than you think. The Glock 17 and 19 aren't just pistols. They're the logistical backbone of modern defensive operations. Weight-wise, we're talking 25 ounces loaded for the G19. That's lighter than most people's lunch. Yet this platform has a combat record spanning 4 decades across 65 countries. The engineering brilliance? Just 34 parts total, compared to 75 plus in traditional pistols. When your rifle goes down, when you're moving through tight spaces, when stealth matters more than firepower, this is your lifeline. Here's what most people miss about invasion scenarios. It's not about the first firefight, it's about the 50th one. While others are struggling with complex manual safeties and finicky mechanisms, Glock's striker-fired system just works. Austrian precision meets American adaptability, with aftermarket support that's absolutely unmatched. 17-round standard capacity, 33-round extended mags available, and the ability to share ammunition with half the law enforcement agencies in the country. In urban environments where most defensive actions occur, this platform has proven itself from Mogadishu to Mosul. Training requirements are minimal, making it accessible to defenders of all skill levels. The simplicity is what makes it genius. Point, shoot, repeat. When chaos erupts and fine motor skills disappear, this pistol continues to function flawlessly. Can you afford not to have the same sidearm trusted by every major military force? That's the question every serious defender needs to answer. Number 7. Mossberg 590A1, Close Quarters Dominance. Number 7 will shock you. It's not semi-automatic, it's not high capacity, but it's absolutely devastating where it counts. The Mossberg 590A1 represents pure, concentrated stopping power in a package that weighs just 7.25 pounds. This isn't your grandfather's hunting shotgun. We're talking military specification with a heavy wall barrel, metal trigger guard, and bayonet lug. Why does that matter? Because when the US military needed a shotgun tough enough for combat operations, they chose this exact platform. 20-inch barrel delivering maximum velocity from 12-gauge shells, with the ability to cycle everything from double-aught buckshot to breaching rounds. Here's the tactical reality most people ignore. In home defense scenarios, 90% of engagements happen within 25 yards. At that range, this shotgun doesn't just stop threats, it ends them completely. 933 caliber pellets, traveling at 1,325 feet per second, create a wound channel that's simply incomparable to rifle rounds. The psychological deterrent effect alone has ended countless confrontations before they started. The pump action is mechanical perfection. It functions with damaged shells, in extreme weather, and with minimal maintenance. Plus, that unmistakable sound of racking a shell, that's a universal language that transcends all barriers. 8+1 capacity means each shell carries the energy of multiple rifle rounds, making every shot count when it matters most. This is the most cost-effective fight stopper available to serious defenders, with a reputation that speaks for itself across military and law enforcement worldwide. Number 6. M14, American Battle, Heritage. Hold on to your seats because number 6 represents pure American fighting spirit. The M14 battle rifle, 9.2 pounds of time-tested .308 Winchester power that's been defending freedom since 1957. This isn't just another rifle, it's a piece of military history that's still actively serving in designated marksman roles today. 22-inch barrel provides the velocity needed to push .308 rounds out to 800-plus yards effectively, while the gas-operated action delivers reliable semi-automatic fire that's proven from Vietnam to Afghanistan. What makes this special in defensive scenarios? It bridges the gap between assault rifles and precision weapons perfectly. 168-grain .308 bullets deliver 2,700 foot-pounds of energy. That's double what you get from 5.56 rounds. When you need to reach out and engage threats at extended ranges, when cover and concealment matter, when stopping power absolutely cannot be compromised, this is your answer. The wooden stock represents battle-proven durability that won't crack under stress like polymer alternatives. 20-round magazines provide substantial firepower while maintaining the weight balance needed for accurate shooting. This platform demands real marksmanship skills, rewarding proper technique with devastating effectiveness at distances where other rifles lose their punch. When you need to make every shot count at distances where others fail, there's no substitute for .308 power delivered through a proven American platform. This is an investment in engineering excellence that stood the test of time and continues to serve freedom fighters worldwide. Number 5. Benelli M4 Tactical Evolution. Number 5. Revolutionized tactical shotgun design. And here's why it belongs in every serious defensive arsenal. The Benelli M4, where Italian engineering meets American tactical requirements in a 7.8-pound package that changed everything. This isn't pump action. We're talking semi-automatic cycling that delivers devastating 12-gauge power as fast as you can pull the trigger. The Argo gas system is pure genius, self-cleaning, self-regulating, and absolutely reliable, even with different shell lengths and power levels. Military trials proved this system could fire 25,000 rounds without cleaning and still function perfectly. The tactical advantage is enormous. Follow-up shots happen in milliseconds rather than the full second needed for pump-action cycling. In defensive scenarios where multiple threats are present, that speed difference literally saves lives. 18.5-inch barrel with improved cylinder bore provides optimal pattern density out to 40 yards, while the collapsible stock system adapts to different operators and situations instantly. What really sets this apart? It's the chosen shotgun of military special operations units worldwide. When the professionals who face the worst threats need a shotgun, they choose this platform. The Picatinny rail system accepts any tactical accessories, and the ghost ring sights provide fast target acquisition even in low-light conditions. This represents the absolute pinnacle of tactical shotgun technology, professional-grade construction that delivers the same firepower trusted by elite military units in the most demanding scenarios imaginable. Number 4. AK-47, Legendary Reliability. At number 4, we have the most battle-tested rifle in human history, and the reasons will amaze you. The AK-47 platform has survived 75-plus years of continuous warfare for one simple reason. It just works, no matter what. We're talking about a rifle that weighs 8.5 pounds and fires the hard-hitting 7.62 by 3 9mm cartridge, delivering 1,500 foot-pounds of energy with stopping power that makes 5.56 look like a pea shooter. The loose tolerances that critics complain about? That's exactly why this rifle functions buried in sand, submerged in water, and after years without cleaning. Here's what most Americans don't understand about defensive scenarios. Reliability trumps precision every single time. While other rifles jam from environmental contamination, the AK keeps firing. The gas system is overbuilt intentionally, the bolt is machined from solid steel, and the operating mechanism is so simple that it's been maintained by fighters worldwide for decades without formal training. The 30-round magazine provides serious radius firepower, and 7.62 by 3 9mm ammunition is among the most widely available calibers globally. In a prolonged defensive situation, ammunition commonality becomes a significant tactical advantage. The round itself penetrates barriers that stop smaller calibers cold, delivering decisive stopping power at practical engagement distances. Within 300 yards, where most defensive engagements actually occur, this platform has proven itself effective from Stalingrad to Syria. You're getting 7 decades of combat-proven reliability in a package that will outlast its operator and continue functioning when others fail. Number 3. FN SCAR 17S, Modern Warfare Evolution. Number 3 represents the absolute cutting edge of battle rifle technology. The FN SCAR 17S, 8 pounds of Belgian engineering that combines precision with devastating .308 Winchester power in ways that redefine modern defensive capabilities. This is what happens when you take lessons learned from Iraq and Afghanistan and build the perfect battle rifle. The short-stroke gas piston system eliminates the fouling issues that plague direct impingement weapons, while the monolithic upper receiver provides the accuracy potential needed for precision engagement out to 800+ yards. Here's where this gets incredible. The modularity is insane. Barrel changes in minutes, stock systems that adapt to any operator, rail systems that mount any tactical accessory ever made. When Special Operations Command needed a rifle that could handle any mission profile, they chose this exact platform. The reciprocating charging handle provides positive feedback on weapon status, while the ambidextrous controls accommodate any shooting position. The .308 cartridge delivers 2,600 foot-pounds of energy, enough to penetrate barriers and stop threats that smaller calibers cannot touch. 20-round magazines provide substantial firepower, and the platform accepts any AR-10-style magazine for logistical flexibility. When you need the same rifle trusted by Tier 1 operators worldwide, there's no substitute for proven performance. This isn't just a rifle, it's a weapons system designed for the most demanding scenarios imaginable, where failure is not an option. Number 2. AR-15 Platform, America's Rifle. At number 2, we have the most versatile defensive platform ever created. And here's why 20 million Americans can't be wrong. The AR-15 represents 60+ years of continuous evolution in a 6.5-pound package that adapts to any mission requirement. This isn't just a rifle, it's a modular weapons system. Upper receivers swap in seconds, barrel lengths from 7.5 to 24 inches, calibers from 22 LR to 50 Beowulf. The direct impingement gas system provides inherent accuracy while maintaining lightweight characteristics that matter in extended operations. 30-round magazines are standard, with options up to 100 rounds for sustained defensive fire. The tactical advantages are overwhelming. 5.56 NATO ammunition commonality with military forces, recoil characteristics that allow rapid, accurate fire, and aftermarket support that's absolutely unmatched. When law enforcement needs a patrol rifle, they choose AR-15. When military forces need designated marksman capabilities, they choose AR-15 variants. Here's what separates this platform. The ergonomics are perfect. Magazine releases, bolt releases, safety selectors, everything falls naturally under the fingers. The Picatinny rail system accepts any optic or accessory, while the modular design allows optimization for any specific scenario, from close quarters to precision engagement. The effective range extends beyond 600 yards with proper optics and ammunition selection. The learning curve is minimal, parts availability is universal, and training resources are everywhere. This platform offers the best value proposition in defensive firearms, but is versatility enough for the number 1 spot? Number 1. Barrett M82A1, Ultimate Force Multiplier. Here's your number 1, the weapon that changes everything about defensive strategy. The Barrett M82A1, 29 pounds of pure intimidation, firing 50 BMG cartridges that deliver an absolutely staggering 13,000+ foot-pounds of energy. This isn't just a rifle. It's a game changer that shifts the entire tactical equation. We're talking about a weapon system that can engage threats at distances exceeding 2,000 yards, penetrate vehicle armor, and destroy equipment that smaller calibers cannot touch. When you need to stop vehicles, disable machinery, or engage threats from extreme distances, nothing else even comes close. The psychological impact alone is enormous. The sound of a 50 BMG firing is unmistakable, and the effects are devastating. This is the rifle that can stop truck bombs, disable communications equipment, and engage threats before they even know you exist. The semi-automatic action provides follow-up shots on moving targets, while the muzzle brake system makes the massive recoil manageable. Here's why this earns the #1 position. It's the ultimate force multiplier. One person with this weapon system can control terrain that would require dozens of personnel with smaller calibers. Military and law enforcement agencies worldwide choose Barrett when they need to project power at extreme distances. When you need to engage threats that are beyond the reach of every other weapon on this list, when you need to disable vehicles or equipment, when you need the ultimate deterrent effect, there is no substitute for 50 BMG power. This is what separates defenders from survivors. There you have it, the 8 firearms that would actually matter in a hypothetical Homeland defense scenario. But here's my question for you. Which of these surprised you the most? Did the Barrett earning the top spot make sense? Or do you think the AR-15's versatility should have taken #1? And more importantly, which gaps exist in your current defensive capabilities? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more tactical analysis. And remember, knowledge is your best weapon, but having the right tools doesn't hurt either. Stay prepared, stay educated, and we'll see you in the next one.